And welcome back from the break. Well, as I mentioned before we went to the commercial, we are now joined by Destin Charity Wine Auction Foundation. Kate McMillan is with us today. Kate, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I don't know if we've ever had you guys on the program before. So it's definitely exciting to have y'all. I know you guys do great work along the Emerald Coast and have a great event each year. But first of all, I know a lot of people have heard of you, maybe seen your logos around some of the nonprofits in town where you guys may have been, partners with or given to. So tell us a little bit about the foundation and about the Destin Charity Wine Auction and what you guys do.
Yeah, so Destin Charity Wine Auction Foundation, our mission is to connect wine enthusiasts to raise money for children in need here in Northwest Florida. So we benefit 15 children's charities. They're all local and they all serve the critical needs of children in different ways. So, Westonwood Ranch and the Ark, they really focus on developmental differences. Shelter House is domestic violence. Habitat for Humanity is housing. Opportunity Place is also homelessness and housing. Food for Thought is food insecurity, and the list kind of goes on. So we really try and touch on all these different aspects so that we're really serving as many children as we need in life-saving ways.
So it's really a unique concept, mixing the wine with the mission that you guys do in the community. So how does that work out? How do you guys bring everybody together to raise the funds that go towards these organizations?
Yeah, so our organization started in 2005. It was really spearheaded by Chan Cox, who, for those that aren't familiar with him, he runs all the wine worlds and craft bars and things in the area. And he and a group of his friends that got together, and the thing that they really had in common was they liked to drink wine and they wanted to be philanthropic. And that was, they came from diverse backgrounds. That was their commonality. And so when they looked at how they were going to go about helping children here in the community, they decided to start a wine auction. And so I think in our first year, the first auction was in 2006 in April. We've always been on the last weekend in April every year. And I think they raised $80,000 and they were thrilled. And I think for maybe 2 or 3 charities. And I don't know that any of them really saw it growing to the place that it is now, but it really just took off. People really connected with their mission, and, great wine and good food is a good combination for getting people together to raise money. And so over the years, we've raised $25 million since our inception. And this year is our hopefully triumphant return to the tent after 2 years hiatus with the pandemic. So we're really hoping to be able to build on that and have this be our best year yet.
Yeah, so let's talk about the event. You said last weekend of April. Give us a little bit, of the details, the actual dates, times, locations, and how people can get involved with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So our event is the 22nd and 23rd of April. We're embedded within South Walton Beach's Wine and Food Festival in Grand Boulevard. So our Friday evening, we host 10 patron dinners throughout South Walton and the Destin community. So they're in homes, they're in restaurants, just some really beautiful areas for about 40 to 60 people a dinner. And each dinner has its own winemaker. It's got a celebrity chef paired. And then one of our 15 charities is always assigned to a dinner. So there's a mission moment. There's a little bit of fundraising that happens that evening. And then all of the guests from all 10 dinners come together the next day here in Grand Boulevard in a large air-conditioned tent just behind Tommy Bahama's for the live auction. So there's a 2-hour walkabout where you can kind of meet all the other winemakers, have a little wine. Several of our restaurants here in the area participate as well. And really everybody can kind of get together, find their seat, have a couple hours of moving around and socializing. And then at 3 o'clock, the live auction begins. And we have just under 50 live lots. Everyone comes in, they get their paddle, they have a seat. And my understanding is that every auction has a personality, and Destin has been dubbed the party auction. So, confetti cannons and all sorts of good stuff. But it's a really, really good time. And, it's a really great way to raise money.
Sounds like it sounds like a great way to raise money. I mean, who doesn't love hanging out in Destin, drinking some wine, socializing, a little food, and so. But if people want to, if they want to be involved, if they want to buy a ticket or attend a dinner, how do they do that? Is that something that's still available?
It is, although we are very close to sell out this year. We've had a really overwhelmingly positive response to our return. But if you would like to purchase a patron package, what you do is you go online to dcwaf.org. And all of our tickets are available there, our remaining dinners that are open. And each package is for 2 people and it covers the whole weekend of events. So you go to your dinner on Friday and then the auction on Saturday.
All right, good deal. So we got about 30 seconds left, but I do want to talk about anything else you guys have in the community during the year, other ways that people can get involved with y'all during the year, or if you're looking for volunteers or whatever, how can people contact you and how can they help out?
Yeah, so our primary way of fundraising is through events. So we do also host a large wine and food festival down in Watercolor, October 13th through the 16th. Those tickets will go on sale in July. Same place, dcwf.org. But there are a variety of different ways people can give. They can also go online and give a monetary donation. If they perhaps have a wine cellar that they are feeling generous with, we will always accept highly rated wine, a variety of formats. It always tends to do well in our auctions. Or we also have a legacy society, which is more long-term, like estate planning and giving. And it's a very easy thing to join if people would like to consider leaving Destin Charity Wine Auction Foundation or including them in their wills. And all of that's available online. We have a tab called Ways to Give, and that's all in there. Or you can reach out to our staff at any time, and we'd be happy to walk you through the process.
Perfect. So yeah, definitely go to the website, find out more information. Kate, thank you so much for coming on the program today. I really appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you for tuning in. Join us next month as we take another look across the Gulf Coast.